The lanterns we made. It was the last day of summer, and Olivia stood at the edge of the lake, watching the sun sink low, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. She had always loved this time of day, the way the world seemed to pause, like it was holding its breath. She wasn't alone. Next to her was her best friend Ethan, whose laugh always seemed to carry a little more joy than the rest of the world around him. "I can't believe summer's almost over," Olivia said, her voice tinged with the quiet sadness that came with the end of something special. Ethan nodded, tossing a small stone into the water. "Yeah, it feels like it just started. But hey, we've got one last thing to do, right?" Olivia smiled, remembering. They had promised each other to do something memorable before school started. Something they'd always remember. "I'm ready," she said, excitement returning in her voice. Ethan pulled out two small, handmade paper lanterns from his backpack. They had spent the afternoon crafting them, carefully folding the edges and painting designs with bright colors. Olivia's had stars and constellations, and Ethan's was covered in swirling patterns like the ocean. "Ready to send them out?" Ethan asked, holding one lantern in each hand. Olivia nodded, her heart racing with a feeling she couldn't quite name. They walked to the shore, the soft crunch of gravel beneath their feet. The lake was still, the surface reflecting the fading light like a mirror. They set the lanterns on the water, and with a shared breath they lit the candles inside. For a moment nothing happened. Then, as if by magic, the lanterns began to float, drifting gently away from shore, their flickering lights like tiny stars in the dusk. Olivia watched entranced as they moved further, carried by the wind. "Do you think they'll find their way to the ocean?" she asked, her voice soft, like she was speaking to the lanterns themselves. Ethan's eyes shone with a quiet wonder. "Maybe," he said, "but even if they don't, they're still part of something bigger now, like we are." Olivia smiled, her heart swelling with a mix of affection and something deeper, something that felt a lot like love, though neither of them had said the word out loud yet. As they watched the lanterns grow smaller, in the distance the world seemed to expand around them. It was a perfect moment, the kind they'd carry with them forever, no matter how far apart they might one day be. "Next summer," Ethan said, breaking the silence, "we'll make new ones." Olivia nodded, already imagining the bright lights floating together on the water again. "Next summer," she agreed, and for the first time, she wasn't worried about the future. The lanterns drifted out of sight, but the feeling they left behind would stay with her long after the last light of the day had faded.